All right, bows and bow ties. So you also have a title. Um, basically, we're going to talk about this Nara hate. I mean, so look. Now, you guys have seen recently, I ended up on the Trad Wives algorithm. Trad Wives algorithm. I mean, I'm there. I'm there now. I'm here. Now, I don't watch every single video because I do think I have a form of ADD or something, right? So I do swipe past some of them. But for those of you who don't know, there are several influencers out there. I primarily get a lot of the Nara Smith ones or the parodies of Nara Smith. Nara Smith is a biracial, beautiful model. She's a beautiful woman who models and is also married to a model and has children. That's basically the gist of what I get. I mean, everybody knows a lot about her. I Most of what I've learned is what I've heard other people say. So let's take them in a grain of salt. This is what I'm hearing on like the TikTok. Now, Nara Smith models, and she's married to another model named Lucky. So, long story short, she likes to show videos of her cooking everything from scratch. If she wants to breathe air, she shows you how to create air from scratch. Okay, she does everything. There are videos out there. Like there's this one famous one where she says, "Oh, my children said they wanted cereal or whatever it was," and you know what this chick did? She went and made cereal from scratch. I was like, "This is a bad chick." Now I'm just setting it up. Most times you see her, she comes on to our screens here and she's got on her glam makeup and she just wears nice clothing. She doesn't wear like a 1950s aesthetic. I know there may have been one or two videos that have her in it. She wears more like chic everything clothing. So, with that being said, she gets on camera and she's gorgeous. So, let me just say this. Already you're going to have people hating on this chick because they're like, "How dare she be this gorgeous getting on somebody's screen and cooking?" Now, what is driving people nuts is they're claiming that she's trying to promote Mormonism. Well, there's multiple things. We're going to start with the first one. First thing they're saying is she's promoting Mormonism. Now, maybe because I don't stay on TikTok 24/7, uh, I have yet to hear her say anything about being a Mormon. However, if she is Mormon, I find it interesting because the Mormon faith has a history of not including black people. I know they're trying to change their image, but the fact of the matter is, many of them, for periods of time, it has been promoted that black people were cursed and some other things. So I find it interesting that this biracial woman has chosen to, I guess, be a Mormon. I believe her mom might have been from some country in Africa, and I don't know where her dad is. So she's married to a white man. So that in itself has everybody up in arms. I'm going to give you my opinion on that point alone. I don't care. If the chick wants to be a Mormon and if she wants to convert to a religion that didn't even like black people and thought that they were cursed, like they were the curse of Cain and all this other stuff, like the whole. If that's what she wants to do, why would I invest my mental cycles in her wanting to be a Mormon? It's just not for me. So I don't really care. Like I literally don't even care. But the whole hubbub around all of this is so funny and fascinating how people are up in arms. So, this woman, now I'm going to relate it back to the whole trad wife thing because a lot of times there's a difference between being a stay at home mom and being a trad wife. And I want to do a video on this, but I got to find some cycles. Like a trad wife typically is going to push um, an aesthetic from like the 1950s, right? Versus a stay at home mom does not push any particular aesthetic. She may wear that. She may wear like workout clothing. She may wear clothing like Nara Smith. Nara Smith looks like she is modeling clothing and hair and face and body, yada, yada, and everything. And she is just flat out stunning. So that's the first thing. All right. So I don't even know if she's considered a trad wife. Because on top of that, because I'm going to try to advise our algorithm, she is a model, which means she already has agency in herself because she is working. She's a model. And then on top of that, she has a successful, I guess, TikTok channel or whatever. I don't know how many followers she has. I don't even know how many followers I have. But so she's making money. So that in itself is not traditional because her husband is working to take care of her, but she was already an established person. She already had a career and she continues to be successful in social media. But you've got the women, I would say probably all these angry feminists. And let me say, I'm not anti-feminism. I'm not a super feminist. I'm somewhere in the middle, right? I do believe in women's rights and equality, but I do think this whole feminism movement thing has gone way off the rails. This is what I would say. I find it interesting that they are going this hard on this woman about being a trad wife when she's not even a trad wife. Number two, I don't recall hearing her speak anything about being a Mormon or promoting it. Maybe she said it in another video. Maybe she said, I am a Mormon. I don't know. But her videos usually start off like, look, he woke up and told me that he would like some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then I decided, let me go ahead and do that. Let me start off by getting the ingredients from the dirt ground that I have been cultivating every day since I've been home. And then I did this, and then she speaks in a very monotone way. She has a very she styles her videos. They're stylistically minimalist, but they get straight to the point. They're well edited and everything, right? So that's what she does. She just cuts straight to it. She tells you this, and she gives you what the problem is or what the situation is for the day. So and so said they wanted so and so. My kids wanted cereal. It's Valentine's Day. I don't know, whatever. She says what the problem statement is, and then she shows you how she solved it. So now that's Nara. So we're gonna move. So that's what she's doing. But the women are going bonkers. They can't stand it. They're like, "How dare you promote this?" And I'm like, moving on to my next point is all the videos I've seen basically just show her cooking. They show her cooking, living a soft life with her husband. So I'm trying to figure out why is it that they are upset that she is cooking on her channel. She's choosing to cook from scratch. They are angry that how dare she promote this. I'm like, why do you even care? I actually find her videos to be quite interesting. I'm like, she really made that from scratch. I'm not doing it, but I love it. You never know. Maybe one day when I'm home and I'm bored or something, I'm like, maybe I'll make some homemade Oreos. I think she made homemade Oreos. But these women, and I think it's primarily the super feminists, are going psycho. They're like, she made this food from scratch. Now, if the argument is, look, at the end, because like I'm not pushing trad wise. Let's be clear. If your argument is it's not realistic if your child is hungry for cereal to go make cereal from scratch or to make bread from scratch if they want toast and it takes you hours to raise the dough and stuff like that, right? If that's your argument, that's one thing. But if you're poo-pooing on her lifestyle, I kind of feel like I don't see what the issue is. It's her life. Swipe away. She doesn't go out and say, I haven't heard her say, I am promoting being a trad wife. What I have seen her say is, I'm going to Let me show you what I prepare in a week or how I prepare my food for the week. Let me show you how to make homemade Oreos. Let me show you how I'm going to make this particular type salad. Let me show you how. I mean, she says things like some of the ingredients. I'm like, what? What is that? But I'm fascinated. The food looks delicious. It looks like this is clearly her getting on social media, and this is a hobby of hers. Model by day, like she is living the life she wants, as far as we know. She gets to model. She gets to come home and be a mom to her children, if that's what, I mean, I don't know. I mean, people have to understand. No one wakes up and just, you know, live and make, well, maybe you do. But the point I'm making is she's giving you an aesthetic. And I think that people are reading into it too much. She doesn't get out there and promote her politic. She's not saying anything about promoting her lifestyle. What she is doing is she is showing you, now granted she can show you without telling you, but she is showing you how she, really her hobby. She clearly likes to cook and bake. And she is influencing you on her life. And people are upset because she's choosing, I keep saying choosing for a reason. She's choosing to put on this makeup. She is choosing to put on the outfits that she's wearing. At the end of the day, the feminist should not be coming for her because that's also part of having the choice of doing what she wants to do. The fact of the matter is, she wants to wear this makeup, she wants to do her hair, she wants to wear those clothes, and she wants to cook and check it out. She also has agency in herself. I don't know how much money she has, but what I do know is she's clearly must be making money. I saw online she did an ad. She was in like she did I saw a picture of her with like a Prada the perfume or whatever. Clearly she's modeling and she's being compensated for it. She has agency in herself. And clearly she has the ability to influence people. She is marketable still because everyone is tuning into this chick and they love to hate. I don't see what the big deal is. I'm like thoroughly entertained. I really am. Because the fact of the matter is the meals that she prepares are, they look amazing. I think what's happening is there are people who feel like, um, or they are upset. They are trying to create this narrative. I think it's like a hit dog tolerant thing. Like you're trying to promote a lifestyle that's not realistic. I'm like, she's getting out there promoting food. And if she can dress herself up in a certain way, she will. And let me tell you something else too. You can't knock her. Let's show her husband in the kitchen cooking, by the way. Yeah, cutting up stuff, cooking or whatever. That's not traditional. I'm just saying. They show clips of him in the kitchen, cooking and preparing food and doing things. Maybe not as much as her because this is her channel, but clearly this is something that they enjoy. I think the fact that this woman can get in the kitchen and cook the way she does, from scratch, by the way, and she has the time and leisure to do it. She's not poor. Well, I don't know if she's poor, but I guess they're not poor. Um, they're living a certain lifestyle, and the fact that she can do it um, glamorously, and she attracts the male gaze. She's beautiful. She's not bothering anybody. She literally does not get out there like the S.D. Williams and talks about the lifestyle. All she does is show how she's cooking, where she sources some of her ingredients from, how she makes it from scratch. Of course, it's edited beautifully. She's probably got filters and everything on. She's got her makeup, her hair, her everything on. She looked beautiful even when she was pregnant. And people are losing their mother loving minds. So anyway, I feel like even if she wanted to promote the trad wife lifestyle, it's not for me, right? However, I feel like this. There are people who want to be homemakers. They want to nurture and serve other people. Okay? And this is what I think about this. I don't think it's wrong. It's not for me. And I feel like, because there's pros and cons to each lifestyle, and I feel like people want to tell others that if you want to be this, you're wrong, you're this, you're that. What I will say is, hey, make sure you have agency in yourself if you want to be a traditional wife or if you want to be a stay at home mom. I don't think the lifestyles are wrong, they're not bad. I don't, the fact that a woman wants to serve within her home and to greatly influence her children, if she wants to serve her husband and stuff like that, we don't get upset when people want to go into nursing, right? Now, granted, the difference between like nursing versus homemaking is they are compensated outside of the home, right? But they're serving the population. They're providing a different level of care, that your doctors won't give you, because I think most doctors are evil and they have a God complex. They literally have a different, well, many nurses have a different bedside manner. No one says anything when there is a pastor or a reverend or whatever wanting to serve the church body. Now, we're not talking about the crazy ones like your Creflo Dollar and TD Jakes and all those, allegedly. When you have your reverend or your pastor or whatever, when they're serving the community, right? Or when you have people who have missions within the church and they're serving the community, people don't have any issues with that. But if a woman chooses to serve her family from the home, they lose their mind. I would say it is, hey, just recognize that there are pros and cons of doing that, right? There's nothing wrong if you choose to stay at home. It's not for me. I did it 3 years. I believe that women should have agency in themselves. So whether if you're a stay-at-home mom per se, right, and let's say you have a channel like this Nara Smith, and you can make money painting your nails. I don't know, whatever your thing is, and it's not just about money, but I'm using money as the common thread here. Something that's undergirding agency right now. If you can do that, why not? I say have agency in yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lot of money, but you have to have the ability to have some skills, something to take care of yourself, something that gives you purpose, whatever like that. Because eventually, usually your children will grow up and then what? Right? So that's just where I'm going with it. But all of this Nara hate, they're like, you're promoting this, you're promoting that. I'm like, how hypocritical, especially the super feminists, because it's really about choice. Women can choose to work or not work or whatever it is. And how dare you claim to be pro women and this, that, and the other, and there are women who want to be in that role. And is it highly patriarchal? Yes, but it is a choice. At least in Western societies. So if she wants to get out here in a full face of makeup with her hair done and a dress and make Cocoa Puffs and Oreos from scratch, I'm trying to figure out why you guys are mad. And then like I said, you guys are like trying to claim that she's promoting. Oh, I'm like, she's mostly just cooking. Because let me tell you something. You guys are reading into everything. Because I have not heard her saying this is why everybody needs to convert to Mormonism and be a traditional wife. You need to be a trad wife. I have never heard her say that. But that's just me. Y'all know y'all like this video, so go ahead and give me a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe. you know. But anyway, getting back to my main points. Did I hit them all? Hold on. I just wanted to talk about agency for a second. When I talk about having agency, I didn't even write my point down. I'm going off the top of my head here. When I talk about having agency in yourself, it's having the ability to act on your own, make your own decisions, right? You want to be able to influence your own life. So the decisions that you're going to make to influence or directly impact your lifestyle. So that's why I say, like, having agency in yourself. Um, Now, granted, I want to make this clear. I don't necessarily like working. I like having another purpose. I know when I did the stay at home YouTube studio, passport bros talk louder. I don't know what's going on. Is my thing not working? Voices like yours need to be amplified. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you very much. I don't know. I'm not into the whole passport thing though. You guys can be a little psycho, but I just call a thing a thing. I just try to see things objectively. Anyway, getting back to my point, I was a stay-at-home mom for 3 years, and then I returned to the workforce. I was not happy staying at home for 3 years. I loved being with my kids, and I was ready to go. I was all the way ready to go back to work. My point that I'm making is, if you are a feminist, you should not be upset for someone choosing a particular lifestyle. Remember, because that's what it's all about, is having the choice. I would just tell women, if you're choosing to be a stay-at-home mom or a trad wife, because I do think there are nuances between the two, then there are things that you need to be aware of. I mean, and we have to be honest. We have to be honest, and we have to name it. But staying at home is not as evil as people think. It's just not for me. I'm just not that kind of mom. Been there, done that, and now I'm on my way to work. I got 2 meetings, and I think in about an hour and 11 minutes, and I should be to work before then. I've got 2 meetings today. One of them's going to be hilarious. I will be sitting back in the car on this meeting, hee-hawing at the shenanigans. But that's neither here nor there. The going after this Nara Smith thing is crazy. Nara Smith I have not heard her get on social media and promote a lifestyle. I never heard her get on there and promote Mormonism. So if she wants to be a biracial black and white woman who wants to join a Mormon religion that has a history of saying that black people are cursed, or like Cain's curse or whatever it was, that is her choice. I don't know why I should lose sleep over Nara Smith, but these people are losing their mother loving minds. If she wants to do that, and her husband, by the way, is blonde hair, blue eyed. I don't have an issue with him being blonde hair, blue eyed. I just find it to be fascinating that she would choose Mormonism if that's true. Secondly, if she wants to be a trad wife or housewife, why do people care? Now, this is the funny thing about it. I'm on the Trad Wives algorithm, and I do not believe that Nara Smith is a trad wife. She's a stay at home mom. There are nuances, there's a difference. I need to do another video on that. This is the thing. Nara Smith actually does have agency in herself. She's literally a model. Literally, which means she's been compensated and she can continue to be compensated. And secondly, she is running rent free through everybody's mind. So she clearly has the ability to influence, which is why people follow her. I find her entertaining, actually, and watch what she's making or whatever it is. So now she's making money off of her social media. Kudos to her. I don't care what she does. I'm just fascinated by everyone's hate for this woman. All right. I've got to get off of here and get myself together. I need to get this coffee in me because my morning is going to be morninging. And I need to get my mind prepared because it is Tuesday. No, it's what's today? Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? Today's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Yes. All right. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious to see if you guys just think I'm on an island by myself. I probably am, like I usually am. I don't really care. I make the videos that I want to make because I entertain myself. It is what it is. I'm not going to go searching for every single salacious topic because I don't want to. Half the time, I don't know who these people are, and I just don't care enough. So everything that's in pop news is not news to me. Occasionally, I'm entertained, but most of the times, I'm not. What does it say? Women don't play far. I assume you meant fair. Women lie to each other to mate guard. So do men. I mean, I'm not going to sit there. I mean, it's this is the thing. If you're talking, especially if you're in your 20s and 30s, men and women are in their prime mating seasons. So men and women should absolutely be competing. It's no different than animals in the wild. Not to say that we're animals, but if you're 25, uh, and I'm just making up arbitrary, like, attributes here. If you're 25 and you're fit, or even if you're not fit, if you're financially secure and all these other things like that, men and women should absolutely both be competing. You're in your prime mating seasons. You should be peacocking like the peacocks. Absolutely. You tend to want to look your best and be at your best. So men do the same thing. They show it in different ways. It goes both ways. I think men and women are they're you're supposed to be competing in peacocking. The way that men and women peacock is different, but you should be. I don't think there's a problem with competition. Absolutely, it helps us to be better people. I think. I don't know. But anyway, so if you're talking about women, I could say the same thing for men. I think that men need to worry about policing men, and women should be policing the women right now, because men and women don't even know how to talk to each other. They get out here on these stupid apps and they're like mad at each other all the time. Then everybody gets a microphone and gets on a podcast and sit up on the stage and talk about some of the stupidest stuff, and they can't even defend their positions intelligently. And it's like secondhand embarrassment. And instead of talking about real things that really matter, everybody just wants to sit there and point fingers at each other as far as why men are bad and why women are bad. It is so embarrassing. It's not really all that intellectual. Okay, you're clearly a troll, though. Feminists lie to women in ways that ruin the fertility window. Okay. All right. So that's it. I need to get off of here because I'm getting close to my exit. And that's just where I'm at with it. Y'all need to stop hating on Nara Smith. Let that girl be a biracial black Mormon who wants to cook in makeup and heels and pretty dresses and be gorgeous and make air and water from scratch. Let that woman be who she is. And I'm fascinated because it's impressive and it's a talent and she's just pretty to watch. So I don't care. All right. Have a good one.